Chapter 2.5 Notes Between the Staves. Now, we're going to introduce a new term called ledger lines. Ledger lines are just like the lines of the staff, except they're miniature lines that are placed above or below as an extension of the lines down or up. The ones mentioned here, and it's easy to think of, or better to think of them as building out in the middle of the staff, as building out from the note middle C. C, or the ones of the right hand, are built down from middle C. The ones for the left hand and bass clef are built up from middle C and around middle C. These notes, as you'll see, ledger lines are added above the bass staff for middle C and higher notes played by the left hand and whatnot. So here's middle C right here on our upgraded keyboard right here. We have C. If you spell down, you have A on the ledger line here, right? And from A right here, if you spell down two more, you have F right there, down from middle C. There. You also have, here's your middle C right here. There's always a note in between middle C and the staff, right? See, like this here on the lower staff, here's middle C. To get to this line, you have to pass through a B to get there. Here's middle C. To get to this first line E, you have to pass through this D to get there. So here's C, and the note D, right up from middle C. Middle C again. Middle C down one will take you to B. Right there. If you continue to spell down, B, A, G. So here's G, down from middle C, in between the staff. And G, down to E. Now, see how middle C basically just adds a ledger line, but still in the order of line, space, line, you know? And for the bass clef, here's middle C, and it's the same thing, except just changing directions. From middle C, we go up to E and up to G, right? Middle C again. If you go down, there's B, right? Right before you get to A, the line. We also have C. If you go up one to D, and go up another two steps to F, right there. And you can even go as high as A and beyond. F, G, A. Space, line, space. Up to A, which will be shown right here. So it's easiest to spell to these in between the staff, just from finding your middle C on whichever one they're using and seeing which direction they're extending down to it in the case of the right hand playing them, or up to them in the case of the left hand playing them. Thus, there are two ways of printing the same notes, right? These are the exact same notes, but spelled differently in between the staff. C, B, A, G, F, right? And this is the exact same notes, just spelled differently for the right hand in between the staff. C, B, A, G, F. Same exact notes, right? Now take these notes up on the treble clef right here, right? G, F, E, D, C, right? Those exact same notes of the treble clef there can also be shown for the left hand in between the staff, as here. So here's middle C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. See how that works? It's just that the left hand is playing these notes in between the staff. Say you have some other notes, that you don't want to have overlap. That's where these lines come into play. Ledger lines can go further beyond just in between the staff, too, however. Ledger lines can be added lines for notes above or below the grand staff. As you can see here, notes above the treble staff, you will have lines that extend up like this. And below the bass staff, you have lines that extend down, just extensions of those same lines, Still spelling the exact same way, space, alright, line, space, line, space, line, space, and whatnot. Only difference is, here you go. Here's your A. See, this top one is F right here. Every good boy does fine. F. If you go up from the top line, F, G, A. Here is A, up from the line F. And then if you continue to spell from that A, you have A, B, C. Line, space, line. And then the next line, space, line, E, F, G. So here's G, all the way up here. Is this high G here, right? And that G is extended all the way down from this A, right here. Now, the line at the top here is this F right there. So go up from line to space, will take you to this G. Now from this G, you have space, line, space to B, space, line, space to D, and space, line, space up to F. See how it's spelling just the exact same. It's just an extension. Now, here's my middle C again. This time, I'm going to go down to the ones in the bass, down here. And here is the lower E. See, this is a G at the very bottom. So this G is this G right here. And if you go G from this line, space, line, it'll take you to E. From that E, going line, space, line, E, D, C. Your lower C. And then if you go line, space, line again, C, B, A. Your next line. And then if you go line, space, line again, A, G, F. See right there. There's your F. And if you go the spaces, here's this G line, right? Right here in the bass clef. Go from line to space, you'll have F. So this F right here, you can go F, E, D. Spelling down, space, line, space. Space, line, space again. We'll go D, C, B. See how that's B? Because it's below that C and we're spelling down, so spelling backwards. So that, and this B right here goes B, A, G. You see how we're down at this G now, that lower G. Basically just an extension. Just remember as they're going down that you're spelling backwards. As you're going up, you're spelling forwards with these, right? And see, the musical alphabet is basically named by thirds up here. How you have up here. See, here's my middle C. And then you have A, C, E, G, or G, B, D, F, like that. The lines and the spaces above. That's what those are going to look like. Now, let me hop back down here. Here's middle C, C below, and you have here, here's E, out from G, F, E to E, C, A, F, right? And then if you take the G down a step to this F here, you'll have F, D, B, G, right there. So ledger lines are to be thought of just exactly like the staff. They're still spelling with the musical alphabet forwards and backwards, A to G. Not much different. It's just that you'll have to play around with these for a little while until you get used to these above and below the staff as well as in between.